All right, this is Charles Work Live. We've got a pedestrian who's been hit, and it obviously appears to be a fatality. There's a white sheet over top of a person in the road. We won't put a lot of emphasis on it, but we just saw the rescue squad here. They're blocking on the street. They've got to remove the body. You can see a lot of folks here at the Dutch Inn. We don't know all the details of what happened here, but we do know that there's you'll see it's a sheet over top of a person out in the middle of the street. It's here on Saturday night. You can see the Henry County deputy car there. If you can look, you can see it. We're not going to put a lot of emphasis on that. And of course, we're covering it live here on the Star News Facebook. And I think they're talking with witnesses and so forth. This is where it happened. It's, of course, a big night here in Colliinsville. There's a lot of traffic still coming through. They've been able to block one side of the road there to let traffic come through, coming through the middle lane there. But there you see a deputy car, and we've also got a body with a sheet over top of it. And, of course, when the report came in, they pretty much said it didn't look good. But we've been able to now confirm it's a fatality here, right here in front of the Dutch Inn on a Saturday night. Around the 9 o'clock hour, of course, the next process is going to be how do they get this moved and so forth. They're blocking off the street. The rescue squad is here. There's a lot of folks here that are on scene watching. And just a tragedy here in Colliinsville tonight. We'll probably get more details as the night goes on, but we can report there's a fatality here in Colliinsville. Pedestrian hit, that's what we know. We've also got, here comes some more law enforcement here on scene as they're blocking the scene up, as they're going to now have to worry about getting the body removed and so forth. And looks like the state police and the Henry County Sheriff's Office part of this cleanup and investigation. As you can see here, a lot of folks here are coming out of the hotel and coming out of Rosie's. Just a lot of concern, and people are talking to us as well. But we're learning a little bit more here in a few moments. We'll try to share it with you. But definitely a tragedy as more and more law enforcement are coming here on the scene. But if you're just joining us, we have a fatality that has occurred in Colliinsville. And the one person's there out in the middle of the road right now with a white sheet. And we're learning more as we continue live here on scene. Okay. But if you're just joining us, we do have a fatality here in Colliinsville on Saturday night. And I'm sure we'll get more information. Looks like the Virginia State Police are handling the investigation. You'll see them right here. I think there's several folks there. They have now, they told us this was a crime scene. That's actually what they told us. And we're learning a little bit more. Have we learned any more?
Maybe in the second hand.
Right.
Maybe from North Carolina.
Right.
Also that they were playing games.
So it was a Rosie customer?
Yeah.
Right. Second-hand information says it was a possible customer at the Rosie's game room, which is on upstairs in the Dutch Inn. And it's kind of silent here. It's a lot of spectators and a lot of folks looking, but right, a lot of people wondering why is the body still out in the middle of the road. But right now, I think just everybody's kind of regrouping and trying to figure out what they're going to do next. But we have at least 5 to 6 police cars here on scene. And of course, we don't know about the car that hit this, and there's other people out with cell phones taking pictures right now. We don't know the age of the victim at this point. Do we know the age?
We know he has a son that was coming to pick him up.
Okay.
So the son would have to be old enough to drive. And
All right.
have to be old enough
So maybe a possible middle-aged man. We're understanding his son was scheduled to come pick him up. As you can see, a lot of flashing lights here in Colliinsville here on a Saturday night. Breaking news here, we've got a fatality that happened right before 9 o'clock. And the next process will be to continue the investigation from the Virginia State Police, and then they'll have to remove the body. And of course, it's a very busy Saturday night here in Colliinsville. So this will definitely be an unusual situation. But I do know the Virginia State Police are investigating. Henry County Sheriff is backing them up. And right now they're just kind of protecting the street. But I can tell you, I've seen it myself. There's a sheet over top of a body there. And we have more. They're backing back the sheriff deputies and so forth. They actually are extending the search as they direct the traffic through here. So once again, we'll go over what we know at this point. Of course, we'll try to learn more throughout the Labor Day weekend. But we do have a fatality here, a pedestrian hit. We believe it to be at customers of Rosie's Game Room, which is very busy here on Saturday nights and so forth. Understand that we think it's a middle-aged man. Possibly his son was scheduled to pick him up, and don't know exactly how this occurred. But that's what we know at this point. So I'm Charles Work. We're coming to you here from the Dutch Inn in Collinsville. We are reporting a fatality at this hour. You're watching Star News.